First of all, I was the first class, and it was so it just began, and we were a little apprehensive, and we had a great time, and we learned a lot. We had a super class, and I felt that it was very beneficial to the practice. It was easy for me to go back and tell the practice what I learned and what we did at each time. The two things that I think we do the most with is the need-based solutions, and that's something we really like. We've gone to one-tier pricing, and we bundle everything. We used to do a pricing. We used to say that the lens is this much, this much, this much. Now we say your total retail is $500. You pay $300, you save $200, and then we end it with what they're saving, and we found that really works. They go, oh, okay. The other thing that we're big with is we carry a lot of frames, and our frame management was not great. Since then, we've gone to OfficeMate, and we put all our frames into the software, and we get a printout every month, so we have a better understanding of what we're selling and what we're not selling. So it's made us a little more efficient with our frame purchasing, and that we've seen a big profit because of that.
Sure, so I think the program was excellent. We have an optical manager, we run 7 opticals, and she came back from 3 different visits to Texas and was very well trained and had an excellent perspective on the optical industry and how to manage her opticals.
Sure, so we have a pretty active optical dispensary, and as well trained and as good as our optical manager is, she still has some things to learn, and she wants to grow. She's very professional. So at the beginning of the class, she had a lot of enthusiasm. She wasn't sure what she was getting into, but as it turns out, after 6 months, 3 trips to Dallas, and actually quite a little bit of homework that she took seriously in between, her skills grew so much in terms of inventory control, working with her employees, just the whole concept of being a business person rather than just an optician. And I think there's a fine line there where she's running a business for me, one of my business units. So even though it's important that she has the technical skills as an optician, it's more important that she grows in terms of a business manager to make sound financial decisions, and in fact she's really progressed a lot in that area.
Excellent. The course is designed to instruct you and give you, it's an eye-opener to direct you exactly where your operation is. And I see this as a business person, you could apply even this rules, golden rules that I call, to any business. I mean, gives you the understanding of where to go exactly. Where do you find the numbers exactly? Where you want to go for the sake of the business. I mean, it's excellent. I mean,
it was a great program. It really taught me a lot of things that I never was able to learn in any of the training that I've got in the past. It taught us a lot of things, especially in inventory. I really had no idea that I was carrying too much inventory. So right after the program, I took off an entire display, and it was the pressure on not having to carry that much inventory really helped us out. We used a lot of your advice, such as putting together some gift bags, giving away some flyers, little goodies such as pen. We've implemented a lot of marketing event, put in place an event calendar. So a lot of things that I never thought about doing, and I just needed to hear it from you and from other practices. So it's been a great experience for us and my employee as well.
I didn't know what to think when I first went into the program because I didn't have any details, but I was very pleasantly surprised at what I had learned. And I really like the follow-through, that you're not just getting the education and leaving, that you actually have homework to do and you have to follow up with it. So many times we go to educational things and nothing ever happens with it. I just did the homework on reporting and everything, and really looking into the details and digging deep to find out what's going on, where can we improve, what do we need to change.
I thought the Dispensary Manager program was very valuable for anyone wanting to get into the business or who is in the business, to help the doctor and the staff learn better how to maximize the money coming out of the dispensary, and how to deal with employees and make employees feel more valuable. And also the framework management portion of the dispensary manager course was very important for everyone there, because it allowed everyone to see the frame selection that they had and why it's so important for the frame reps to have a good relationship with the practice that they're selling to.
The program was really beneficial in that we got to meet other people in our field. We don't really have a network in Boston, so meeting other people that have the same kind of problems with us and realizing that our problems weren't just in our office.
Yep. People at different
really big
levels,
deal.
at different stages in their lives.
Yeah.
You know, people that own businesses that just got into the field, things like that. It was great.
The dispensary course was great. The facilitators were clear, concise. They were excellent. They made the learning fun. Learned a lot. Was refreshed a lot as well. Previous trainings that I'd had. Maintaining relationships with your vendors, vision care pricing, HR, associate relations. It was a great course. I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, I'm the manager of 3 dispensaries in Princeton, New Jersey. I've been in the business since 1978, and there's always something more to learn. Now, I've been running these dispensaries for many years, but no one ever really told me about finances, profit and loss sheets, how to do things, maybe even interviewing somebody, interviewing questions correctly, interviewing people correctly. So I always figured that there was always something for me to learn. And this program provided me the opportunity to give me some education that I will never get anywhere else. The tools that were given to me, how to do projects, how to lay them out, the spreadsheets, the charts that were given, gave me a direction for projects that I always wanted to do, but was either too busy or just didn't want to do them. The questions, the tools that were given to me, some of the questions that we spoke about, the questions to interview somebody, were excellent, and I used them. I've been using most of the tools that you've been giving me, the charts, the questions, and it's very, very, very helpful. And this program helps with the managerial responsibilities. The instructors were excellent. They're very knowledgeable. They knew the business. They know all types of the 3O business, whether you're an optician, whether you're in an optometry office or an ophthalmology office like myself. They were entertaining. They kept my interest throughout the whole demonstration and the course. So they were just great. Well, I'll be honest with you, I have never seen or heard of a program that would do this. This is why I jumped at this program. My bosses, who think I know everything, they even asked me, they said, "You should be giving some of this course, shouldn't you?" Well, my answer to them was no. There's always more for me to learn, and I want to learn more. And this is what we did.
The program itself was an amazing opportunity. I've been doing this for several years. I've been working at this private practice, and I think that it was great to get the tools to actually record very important information to kind of track our business and to establish some great data in order so that we could actually get the information together and grow our business even better.
It gave us an opportunity to take accountability for our own selves and what we bring to the office, and also just everyday in and outs. So it allowed us to be creative, create our own forms, create our own way of tracking things. So
yeah, to basically bring ourselves to the challenge. Evidently, we had the capabilities of doing these things. When you read in a textbook or a manual, it doesn't really lay it out the same way as interacting with other people and that are going through the same exact things that you're going through. You don't really know how to track sales. Something as easy as tracking sales. It's one thing if you work for a corporation, it's a completely different animal if you actually work for independent practice. And we track sales, but we weren't tracking the right information to know about our patient base. There was a lot of guessing work that we were doing. We actually now know how many men and women are buying glasses, how many people are actually buying progressives, single vision. We actually have all that data and information to help us make informed decisions on how we're going to stock our frame boards. So there's a wealth of information and tools that we had acquired from this class, and I don't know without taking this class that it may have been several more years before I came across the tools to do this.